Hello, my name is Carla and I'm 36 years old. Since I am 15, I had a handshaking problem. Both my hands had a quite evident tremor, evident not just for me, but also for people that were looking at me, how I was holding and grabbing things. When I was a teenager, for example, I had problems to hold a pen, to write, or to pass a cup of coffee to a person or use a spoon. My dexterity was, I could see that my dexterity was quite poor. And my parents tried to help me with some, first of all, with some homeopathic remedies. The traditional medicine was more for sedatives. I tried a bit of everything, but nothing really worked. I also did some checks over the years to my brain to see if I was contracting illness, especially because my father's auntie, and my father's grandmother had Parkinson. So I kind of thought maybe this is what happened to me as well, very young. But nothing turned out to be any of this really. Everything looked fine, but the tremor was still there. Even if my lifestyle was very healthy, I was sleeping well, and I was not drinking. But of course, in the last year, things got worse because my coping mechanism in this 10 years was just to forget about practical things and focus on brainy activities, which I was quite good. So I kind of put the problem on the side. But in the last year, I've been serving in a temple where there are some small deities where you have to dress them. You need to apply some powders, colorful powders on their tiny feet and hands. You can put jewelry on them, and I couldn't do it. I've seen that my hand shaking was severe. I just couldn't do it. So I would just focus maybe on the big deities or do something, try to do it. But I could tell that I had to find a solution. It was a moment for me to face this difficulty in a different way. And this is when I've been advised to meet Maria. I did 1 hour session of treatment with her called spiritual realignment. I had no clue what was going to happen. I just trust on her, and I just lay down and I waited for her to do the healing. All I can feel was that she was stripping away from me some sort of dirty clothes, and it was kind of very strong. I could feel she was taking away things from me. And after an hour session, my hands were steady, like they are now, completely different. I could do this, for example, for the first time. I could feel my hands, the strength of my fingers went back. Since I'm little, I remember how I was, but then since I became a teenager, I just couldn't remember what it means to have power on your fingers. And I cried many times, and now that I'm kind of, I started using my hands back again. I'm really happy to do this video to share what happened to me. I hope anyone who has a problem with their hands, with a tremor and shaking issues, can get in touch with Maria, because I hope what happened to me can also benefit you, because it's a life-changing thing. It's not something that you can even explain to people. It's just something that touches you inside and can bring your life for the best, for the worse, of course. So that's my story, and I want to thank again Maria for what she did, and highly recommend her healing sessions.